have the opportunity to hear from leaders in food innovation, sustainability, and climate change. Our keynote speaker, Lou Cooperhouse, is the CEO of BlueNalu and joins us for his second keynote.
Today we are at the Alohi Resort, and we are talking about sustainability in agriculture and food and the health of our oceans and how it is all connected, the choices that we make as consumers in the food that we eat and the health of our oceans.
We heard stories of optimism, we heard stories of solutions when it comes to ocean health, and really the impact of food on sustainability and ocean health. I'm blessed to be able to be here for this conference at Eat, Think, Drink and learn from the people here in the state of Hawaii.
But the panel we had was phenomenal to see and showcase the knowledge and information that they have with their expertise, knowing that tomorrow is what we need to think of and plan for today.
So I think a lot has to do with being sustainable and making sure that you only harvest and select what you want and need. And that goes for with our hotel. We basically only serve and try to promote fish that's available during the times of year.
We got pretty real pretty quickly, and we got to talk about some real issues that I think a lot of maybe the audience hadn't heard about before, and it's really important that everybody becomes educated.
People are really starting to understand that we need to make these changes, that plastic is more or less a failure of design and we can make better products.
The only way we can all make a difference on this planet is all of us work independently and collectively to make a difference.
Our goal tonight is to have Hawaii be the birthplace of a new movement that's really focused on sustainability and really thinking about ocean conservation and, again, life below water.
Every person's choices as a consumer and a community member are incredibly important. It's about making smarter choices and not super convenient ones.
Humans eating these predatory fish, we do get a lot of the toxins from those plastics. It's also in our water supply. Plastics come out of our clothes in the washer. They are ending up in our water supply, and we're drinking a lot of it as well.
This event has been very stimulating in that sense. A lot of people have been talking about what they can do, what we can all do. We have to live more sustainably. There's no other option. Plastics are going into the ocean. From the ocean they're getting to the fish. From the fish they're getting into us. The average American is perhaps eating as much as a credit card's worth of plastic every week. We need to be much more conscious about what we consume.
And at the moment, plastic's going to take up 15% of it. So plastic is the world's largest oil spill.
The health of our ocean is absolutely critical for humanity. Thankfully, there are a number of people that are focused on the health of the ocean and developing innovative solutions to make sure that humanity continues to thrive. Understanding where our food comes from, understanding that food represents about up to 30% of the greenhouse gas emissions that are emitted every year. So how can we make conscious, mindful decisions? And I think that we can all make personal commitments to help the planet and help us thrive in the future.
Ocean health is so important, and in Hawaii, where our culture is very connected to the land, I think it's very, very important to support our oceans, because without our oceans, we will not survive.
We have to be supportive of the environment and being sure that we look to see what we're buying and purchasing and helping to produce, because 5 to 10 years from now, it may not be the same.
The name of the event is Eat, Think, Drink, which is very appropriate, because if a third of our carbon emissions globally, worldwide, comes from what we eat, then we damn well need to be thinking about what we're eating. So my advice to people is consider what you're putting inside yourself every day.
And in fact, in America, 94% of the seafood that we consume as a nation is actually imported, according to the FDA.
So tonight was really a launch of a new awareness campaign that we call Eat Blue, about being more aware of some of the changes that need to occur on our planet, how all of us can work individually and collectively to really make a difference that will hopefully lead to a more resilient infrastructure and help all of us to have a planet in the next 30, 50 years ahead, one that's actually full of living fish in our ocean.
Tag us on social media. The best way to make yourself accountable is to tell others what your personal sacrifice will be. That's the vision of Eat Blue, and that's what we hope you'll join us in communicating to your networks. I want to thank our panel for being an excellent panel, for being here today. And I want to thank all of you for your participation and engagement.